You can be convinced of almost anything. Seriously, psychologists say you can fall for a total stranger's mind-reading trick even if they're completely wrong. You're wired for it. I'll show you exactly why in the next 20 seconds. Why it matters. This explains why you click on every life hack article and believe those body language secrets that turn out to be total BS.
1. Confirmation bias. You're actively looking for evidence to support what you already suspect about yourself or the world. You read an article titled 5 Signs You're an Introvert Genius. You immediately recall that one time you preferred reading over a party. Your brain gets a hit of dopamine for being right, reinforcing the initial, often vague, claim. The next time you see a claim, actively search for 3 counterexamples first. But it's not just about what you look for. It's about what the tricksters leave out.
2. The Barnum effect. Vague, universally applicable statements are perceived as highly specific and profound personal insights. A viral post says, "You're often critical of yourself, but strive for a deeper connection with others." You think, wow, that's me. But it's true for literally everyone. It overrides your critical thinking because the statement feels emotionally relevant and tailored to your internal experience. If a description applies to 80% of people you know, it's Barnum. Ignore it. You're also convinced because you think of yourself as special. 3. Illusory superiority. Most people believe they are above average in intelligence, driving ability, and, yes, resistance to manipulation. You see a clickbait title. Your immediate thought isn't, "I'll be fooled." It's, "Other people might fall for this, but I want to see how the trick works." This cognitive blind spot prevents you from setting up mental defenses because you believe the guardrails are only for the less intelligent. Assume every piece of internet content is trying to sell you something or keep your attention. But the real trick is how they frame the claim itself. 4. Reciprocity, emotional. When someone shares something intimate or secret with you, you feel a deep, subconscious need to give back, often by believing them. A TikTok psychologist starts by saying, "I'm going to share a deeply personal secret about your mind that I only learned in grad school." They've created a social debt. Your brain perceives their sharing as a gift, making you more receptive to their actual claim, the debt payment. Remember that a viral video is a broadcast, not a conversation. You owe them nothing. You think you're safe because you're reading it. You're not.
5. Fluent processing. The easier something is to read or comprehend, the more truthful your brain judges it to be. The content is presented in a clean font with short paragraphs and uses simple, dramatic language like "this changes everything." The ease of reading is misinterpreted by the brain's System 1, fast thinking, as factual accuracy, increasing your confidence in the claim. If a claim feels too simple or neatly packaged, hit the pause button and force your brain to look for complexity. And once you buy in, you're trapped by your past self.
6. Sunk cost fallacy, time. Once you've invested several minutes into watching a video or reading an article, you don't want that time to have been wasted. You're 4 minutes into a 6-minute video, and the psychological secret hasn't been revealed. You're annoyed, but you must finish it to justify the 4 minutes you've already spent. The fear of losing your invested time, a resource, becomes more powerful than your intellectual need to judge the claim's merit. If a video hasn't delivered value by the 30-second mark, cut your losses immediately. Time is non-refundable.
The psychological tricks you see everywhere aren't about magic. They're a masterful exploit of your brain's shortcuts. You confirm what you already know, you fall for vague statements that feel personal, and you refuse to admit you've wasted time. The single cohesive truth is this: your brain prioritizes comfort and efficiency over brutal, objective truth. Stop clicking. Stop believing you're immune. Intelligence isn't about knowing all the psychology terms. It's about knowing your own vulnerabilities. You're a human being wired for pattern seeking and emotional connection, and the internet knows that better than you do. You want to stop getting fooled? Subscribe and then go spend the next 24 hours assuming every viral claim is a lie. That's the only real mind trick that works.